Magandang araw sa salamat sa pagdalo. Welcome back to the channel, discovering Filipino culture through music, film, documentary with your host, JFRAGMENT, ex-touring metal musician from centuries ago. Today, we are doing documentaries. We're going to do Filipinos Who Make Pinoys Proud, #2. This is from Casual Chuck. I'm a huge fan of his work. He is a community organizer, someone who believes in Pinoy pride, and he puts together just some amazing documentaries. So if you haven't seen this, join me. This is wonderful.
I'm gonna bend you over, Salt Papi, and no one will stop me. You understand me? I'm the underdog, bro. You don't even know what you stepped into, bro. You don't even know.
Salt Papi, some strong words over there.
First of all, I'd like to thank God, my team, my brothers, and my dad for training me for this event, and my coach. I'd like...
When Conor McGregor came out, he's an Irish mixed martial arts fighter. Everybody decided that they needed to be Conor McGregor, and if you're not witty, he's a complete monster of a human being. It eventually came out that he's just done awful things, but he's very witty, he's quick, and he's mean, which is very Irish. But you see a ton of Americans coming out being like, look at me, I can be completely mean. Like, dude, you're not Conor McGregor, shut up.
My coach.
Basically, this American Andy something is embarrassing the hell out of me.
And Misfit Boxing, KSI, for giving me this opportunity. I'm very happy to be here. And I'd like to thank Andy Worski as well for taking this fight.
I love it.
Yeah, respect for that. And he can talk as much as he wants, but I let my hands do the talking in the ring, like I did.
Salt Papi, a final word?
I just wish him a speedy recovery. Kids like my age in the...
That is the most respectful, disrespectful burn I've ever heard. Any last words for your opponent? I wish him a speedy recovery. Oh, that is gangster.
I just wish him a speedy recovery. Kids like my age in the streets. I grew up watching Manny Pacquiao.
Showboating from Salt Papi.
Salt Papi has some of the best arms.
Who the hell is Salt Papi? He just left hook the F on the guy.
Salt Papi making a statement with that one.
Social media has been taking over the entertainment industry. It's also starting to make noise in the professional sports industry.
Checking real quick when this was made. 3 years ago. We are at 2026 June. So think about June 2023. Okay. How was 2023 3 years ago already? Oh wow. It is fascinating.
It's the real deal!
Salt Papi making a statement with that one.
Social media has been taking over the entertainment industry. It's also starting to make noise in the professional sports industry.
I've heard of these boxing things. I don't really follow them though. Influencers trying to punch each other and stuff is not for me. But
at a first glance, anyone could easily assume that this guy's only talents are watching anime and playing video games. This chubby Filipino dude is a living proof that muscles alone don't win fights, but
It's
real
true.
talent and skill. Meet Nathaniel Bustamante, aka Salt Papi. He was born and raised in Candelaria, Quezon.
I'm excited. Like, I've literally never heard of this guy. Like, KSI I've heard of. I Show Speed. Some of the guys on the stage I had heard of. I've never heard of this guy. This is very cool. I love this stuff. I love learning about people, especially since he smashed that dude and said, I wish him a speedy recovery. This is the most gangster shit you can say.
aka Salt Papi. He was born and raised in Candelaria, Quezon. At age 14, he moved to the UK with his family for better opportunities in life. He loved boxing ever since he was a kid because of Manny Pacquiao. He used to engage in street fights for fun in some of his vlogs, which are actually entertaining to watch, but he never really trained seriously.
Oh, he's got a nice left.
He worked as a nurse in a mental health institution
We did
for
that growing
5
up.
years.
We had gloves and gear and stuff, and we would all box. It was great.
He struck gold when his fake run challenge on TikTok went viral.
Oh wow, that looks neat.
His popularity skyrocketed, and it didn't stop there because he became even more popular when he started uploading videos of himself pouring salt in the most ridiculous ways you could ever imagine.
Is this making fun of that idiot with the steaks? And he's like, and like everybody loved him for like a hot minute, and then they realized he's an idiot. Is that what he's making fun of? Because that's funny.
Himself pouring salt in the most ridiculous ways you could ever imagine.
Salt Bay, maybe his name.
Nice. This is when he earned his infamous nickname. He made his boxing debut in March of 2022 when he was given the opportunity to match up against the English YouTuber Halal Ham.
Okay, so only a year before this video was made, this guy did his professional boxing debut. So I think he's an influencer who also had some skills in fighting. So Dazn, I don't know how to pronounce it, does a lot of these weird kind of carnival boxing fights and stuff. I follow mixed martial arts and a little bit of boxing, but I have heard Dazn. They do a bunch of these things.
Days before the fight, Salt Papi's opponent couldn't stop talking smack.
You think you're better than boxing than me? Bastard, shut up! I'm going to send your Filipino butt to China. Bastard, shut up!
Indian guys got some real ego, huh? You know what's funny? Our cultures have certain things about us, like Americans are more arrogant, and Indians are more demure, and Filipinos are super nice. But it's a bell curve, right? There are arrogant asshole Filipinos. There are super demure, gentle, wonderful American. You know what I mean? It's a freaking bell curve. It's just to hear an Indian guy get all arrogant like that is weird. I'm used to working with I work with a lot of Indians and Pakistanis in my engineering life. And they've always been the sweetest, most brilliant people. But of course, we're getting their engineers. We're not getting the guy that like changes tires and beats up his wife, right? Not that one equals the other. I'm just saying we're getting their best and brightest. And then I'm like, oh, they're so sweet and they're so nice. And then you see this guy and you're like, what the f? This guy's an asshole. I want to punch this guy.
Salt Papi's opponent couldn't stop talking smack.
You think you're better than boxing than me? Bastard, shut up! I'm going to send your Filipino butt to China. Bastard, shut up!
But
I'm going to send your Filipino back to China. I think I like English as a second language when they're trying to talk smack because it's hilarious.
Shut up! I'm going to send your Filipino butt to China. Bastard, shut up!
Bastard,
But
shut
come
up!
fight night, he made Halal regret everything he said.
Lovely lean counter. He's definitely I want to see this guy fight again.
He's got a left.
The internet took notice
Vice
because it
Papi
was
is
3
like-
full rounds of humiliation.
He's fast.
Papi! And he's delivered emphatically. What an
Bastard, shut
insane
up.
performance.
Bastard,
But
shut
at
up.
this point, Salt Papi was only seen as some chubby guy who beat another chubby guy.
That's
so he
fair.
got matched up against a Twitch streamer who was more fit
He's 5'10", 209. I'm 6 foot 205. Oh, I really am a little chubby. Son of a bitch.
and more arrogant than the first one.
Well, we dropped down to 180 for this fight. That's a good fighting weight. Like if I were to fight, I'd probably have to fight at 170. Like I have a thin frame. Even though I'm 6 foot, I think I've been up 170. 185 would be like a big 185 fight. Whatever.
Twitch streamer who was more fit and more arrogant than the first one.
I'm not coming in here to like
34 is a little
have fun.
old though compared to
I'm
28.
coming, like in here to murder
Your speed
you, bro.
declines at a
That's
constant
nothing to
rate
do, bro.
with age.
Is there an element of surprise that you're worried about with Andy, right? We haven't seen a lot from him.
Salt Papi already has a super fast left, so I'm nervous about the 6-year age gap.
Up
I think
close
he's gonna
10
get
kg for
cracked.
this fight. I feel more condition. I'm going to take him out in first round.
Yeah, dude, it's 209 pounds. Now he's 180. He's going to be floating in there. He's going to be...
Oh yeah? Really? First round?
All right, Salt Papi in the black. How about Salt Papi the southpaw?
If you know anything about fighting, the guy in the red, I can't believe he's fought before. What a stance. It's embarrassing.
All right, Salt Papi in the black. How about Salt Papi?
I'm super into fighting. Like, I just like martial arts, but like, and all that stuff. So like, I'm like, really? Look at the professional going to be murdered. Like, the difference is stark, folks. I don't know if you can see it, but if you follow boxing, the guy in the red is about to be murdered.
Really? First round?
All right, Salt Papi in the black. How about Salt Papi the southpaw, a la Manny Pacquiao from the Philippines?
Salt Papi has some of the best hands.
Salt Papi! Ladies and gentlemen, Salt Papi is the real deal!
Salt Papi
The
making
guy in
a
the red shouldn't have been in there, man. He should have never been in there. You flipping idiot. He never had a shot. Did you see how he was standing
This man was
and moving?
talking about a fight with KSI earlier in the week, and that is how he might get it.
The fight was over in
Oh, I thought the guy in the red wanted to fight with KSI. KSI is no joke. Actually, have I seen him fight? I've just heard about him fight. Let me not say that. I believe KSI is no joke. And his nose is so flat that you're like, oh yeah, he's definitely fought before. He has no nose left. Cauliflower ears and broken nose, you know not to mess with. I've had mine broken fucking 3 times. It sucks.
seconds, and he stayed true to his word. The internet then blew up as Salt Papi violated every ounce of Andy Warski's ego. The matchmakers then wanted to see how Salt Papi reacts when he gets tested. Like really tested. So they matched him
This
up
is so
against an
cool.
American MMA fighter,
Ooh.
Josh Bruckner. On paper, it was looking like our guy didn't have a chance because
I've never heard of Josh Bruckner. If he's an American MMA fighter, he hasn't made it up to Bellator or UFC yet. That's my guess.
not only does this guy have a total of 8
2-0.
professional fights,
That's good.
but he was also bigger at 6'1" and stronger judging by his muscles. Like, come on, just take a look at the difference.
Yeah, one looks like a professional fighter. The other guy looks like an influencer that can win fights. Not gonna lie, Salt Papi has his work cut out for him. This dude looks like he fights, and cardio is everything.
But come fight night,
This is where Josh should be excelling. He's
Look
the
at
longer
the difference
fighter. Should be
between them
touching
two.
Papi.
Jesus.
What a shot!
Man,
What a shot!
Oh, I would love to see this whole fight. I want to see how this goes. Because everything says Papi should get his ass kicked.
What a shot!
man.
What a shot!
He may not get up.
Clean.
He's struggling here. He's struggling. It's over. It's all over. Whoa! Papi train rolls down the curve.
It was a Manny Pacquiao left hand, stepped inside the guard. You don't see that a lot. And taking advantage of the inside lane and popping him.
this was the fight when
Salt Papi's left is dangerously fast and strong. Wow, he's got a great left.
See that a lot. And taking advantage of the inside lane and popping him.
This was the fight when Salt Papi gained the respect of everybody.
Yeah,
Even the pros.
yeah.
Who are the top 3 creator boxers right now?
Salt Papi.
One? Salt Papi won?
Yes. Technically wise, and like he seems like he understands boxing at a higher.
Exactly. When you watch Salt Papi, he looks like a fighter. He is literally countering with that left. Everything he's doing is very much, I've been fighting for a while. Where the guy in the red was so effed.
Yes. Technically wise, and like he seems like he understands boxing at a higher level, so I would say Salt Papi. Technically.
Also well deserved. He
Pretty
is.
sure that's Ryan Garcia, the professional boxer, and that's Jake Paul, Logan Paul, one of the idiot Paul brothers.
So entertaining, so
Who both
good,
can fight.
so sexy.
He just seems like he gets everything and he's understanding it, and I think he's gonna get better.
This win catapulted him into the top 5 pound-for-pound influencer boxing rankings,
Above
along with big
KSI,
names such as
wow.
KSI and Jake Paul.
Wow.
Heck, some of them are
Those are
even
real
scared
boxers.
of him now.
Now, I'm just training against Orthodox fighters now. So, no more southpaws. You know, people want me to fight Salt Papi. It's not happening.
Dude, fighting against southpaw sucks. Now remember, 90% of the world puts their left hand forward when they fight. 10% of the world fights southpaw. Do you know how different everything looks when the guy is doing everything backwards? Fighting is muscle memory. You're not really thinking, you're reacting. You've trained so much that it's all just kind of happening, right? But if you don't train against enough southpaws, it sucks. Like, everything seems confusing. It's like you're a whole new fighter. Oh, he's not going to fight southpaws. I completely agree.
Those fighters now. So,
You ever want to see a southpaw get his ass kicked? Watch him fight a southpaw. Like, they don't like it either. No one likes it. It's all backwards. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Some are even scared of him now.
now, I'm just training against Orthodox fighters now. So, no more southpaws. You know, people want me to fight Salt Papi. It's not happening. Okay? I need to fight Jake Paul. I can't get distracted now.
Man, it low-key feels good when people fear us. Another Filipino who should be feared is Bautista.
Yeah. I've seen his shows. He seems pretty cool. He's a big guy. What I do really love about him is that he cares about people. He cares about injustice. This guy will stand up for women. Like, he is an out-and-out feminist, which I'm a huge fan of. It is, and he says these things, and I completely buy into it. It's on men to make sure that women can be feminists. Like it's a weird way to put it. He's basically saying, like you got a problem with them having equal rights, come talk to me. I love that, because that's what you need when people are being persecuted and pushed down for no other reason than how they look or who they are. Not talents, not brain, nothing. Just being put down because of who they are. No, Dave Bautista is very cool. Very cool. Okay.
Man, it low-key feels good when people fear us. Another Filipino who should be feared is Bautista.
He's huge too. I think he's Lebanese too. I didn't know he's Filipino. I thought he was like...
He was born and raised in Washington, D.C. by his American mom and Filipino dad who worked as a taxi driver
I
and
thought
a
he was
barber.
Lebanese for some reason.
They lived a life of poverty. Their home was located in a place where crime was a daily routine. He once said in an interview that he had witnessed a total of 3 murders right in front of their house as a kid.
Jesus.
It didn't take too long for him to adopt a similar lifestyle because as early as 13, he was already stealing cars. By age 17, he started living independently, working as a nightclub bouncer. But that job didn't last long as he was arrested after a fight against 2 customers. One of them was rendered unconscious. He then got sentenced to 1 year probation.
That sucks.
He then worked as a lifeguard after that, and at this time, he already had 2 kids and was struggling to make ends meet.
Already had 2 kids. A bouncer doesn't pay any money. Like, you're just paid to look big and stand there, and then you get into scuffles, which sucks. And I'm sure the insurance doesn't pay. Right? Bouncers even have health insurance. Yeah, I think he should go lifeguard too. 2 kids. He's like 18.
And at this time, he already had 2 kids and was struggling to make ends meet. There was one time when he broke down in shame when he had to borrow money from his co-worker just to give his kids some Christmas gifts. His struggles continued until he found bodybuilding and started going all in into wrestling, which led him to develop a monstrous physique, and this didn't happen until he was in his early 30s.
Wow.
This was him before. This was him after hitting the gym. Dude is almost unrecognizable.
Yeah.
But despite his hard work, a lot of people still doubted him. He tried out in WCW but immediately got rejected and was told by one of their pro wrestlers that he would never make it in the pro scene.
That's like right under the WWE. So it's like their Bellator to UFC is WCW to WWE.
When one door closes, another opens because this led him to get accepted to debut in a much bigger organization, the WWE.
Oh, wow.
From this point on, his career would snowball.
I don't really know much about wrestling, so I didn't even know Dave Bautista ended up being a wrestler, but that makes sense.
As he carried the iconic stage name Bautista. He racked up multiple tag team and world title belts and was able to share the ring with legendary wrestlers like Triple H, John Cena, Rey Mysterio, and The Undertaker, to name a few.
I thought he was an actor.
This line of profession is very dangerous.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of lame, right? Like, it's like not real fighting, but it is real action stunts, and they really do get hurt, and they really do deal with tons of injuries, pain, and just body awfulness, but they're not real fighters. Some can make it into the UFC and learn how to fight, but like, you're basically destroying your body for like pretend and impressing 12-year-olds. I just don't understand wrestling. It just seems insane to me. I would never do this.
Profession is very dangerous. So injuries weren't a stranger to him.
Yeah, no way.
So he decided to put it on hold and started venturing into acting. As expected, a lot of people doubted him again.
That's fair, though.
But not for long, because he was able to secure a role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Where is Gamora? Yeah, I'll do you one better. Who's Gamora? I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
After the Guardians of the Galaxy, Bautista appeared in multiple highly rated movies such as Blade Runner 2049, Dune, Endgame, Knock at the Cabin, and more. What I like about this dude is he never forgot about his heritage. He's a loud and proud Filipino. He is so proud that he got the total of 3 tattoos representing his Filipino roots.
I was always really just taught to be proud of my heritage. My mom's Greek, my dad's Filipino. Always very proud of my roots, and I display it on my body. A Filipino flag and a Greek flag, and also another Filipino flag.
It's very common in America. We're very into our roots. Like you guys have your roots; they're built in. You're Filipinos from the Philippines. In America, you're just a whole bunch of random people in a bucket. So you want to separate yourself and say, "Hey, I'm Italian and Irish. Hey, I'm Swedish and Irish," or "Hey, I'm German and Finnish." It's very common here. Like people don't say they're American; they say where they come from. So, what are you? I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I'm Irish, like a little bit of Scottish, but 98% Irish. And to Irish friends who come here, they're like, you've never even been to Ireland, you weirdo. It's just how we do it in America, because we're trying to figure out who we are in this giant bucket of everybody.
Filipino son.
Now that's something to be proud of. Another big dude who is a very proud Filipino is Brandon Vera.
Brandon Vera, yeah.
He was born and raised in Norfolk, Virginia.
He lives in Thailand
But he
now.
also spent some of his childhood in Tagkawayan, Quezon, under the care of his Filipino dad and stepmom,
He's
which
a really
explains
good
his fluent
fighter.
Tagalog.
Nakakatuwa si Brandon, no? Diba? Pinoy na Pinoy, ang galing managalog. Mas magaling ka pang managalog sa mga Pilipinong nakatira sa Pilipinas.
Nahihirapan pa minsan. Mga ibang words. Yung
May ibang
malalim.
words. Oo, pero diretso, hindi bulol. Diba?
Thank you.
Taga saan ang pamilya mo rito sa Pilipinas?
Tagkawayan, Quezon. And si ma'am galing Batangas.
He even knows a lot about Philippine history.
Marami ka bang alam
Brandon Vera was really into was one of the best fighters when I was really into MMA, and he was light heavyweight 205, and he was trying to be a heavyweight champion at 265. He ended up falling back a bit, but now he does a ton of training and a ton of MMA stuff in Thailand with Tiger Muay Thai. I think is the big place in Thailand that does it.
Pilipinas?
A lot. My favorite one is the barong.
Yung barong Tagalog, pambansang kasuotan ng mga lalaki.
Oo.
Anong alam mo sa barong?
A barong.
Saan galing yun? Bakit?
Saan galing ang barong?
Yeah.
Saan ba galing ang barong?
So, the history of the barong is I was told when the Spanish colonized the Philippines, they tried to make us wear clothes. Kasi, di ba, we were savages, not wearing clothes. So, pinusutan ng damit, and then, laging tago yung mga weapons ng mga Pilipino.
Nagtatago sila ng mga sandata. Okay.
Lahat. I guess the way that they fixed the problem was they came up with a shirt that was see-through. The barong, Tagalog.
Para makita nila kung may tinatago o may daladalang sandata yung mga Pilipino, ang pinasuot nilang damit, yung kita yung loob.
The tattoo on his...
Same thing happened in Okinawa, where karate was originated. They were being oppressed by, I believe, the Japanese. The Okinawans, a little different. And they learned things like the spear hand, because the Japanese would wear bamboo armor. And so, like, a lot of the karate moves were all about, like, dismounting these people on horses and getting through their bamboo armor. It's really neat stuff. And this makes a lot of sense where in Brazil, they have a martial art called capoeira, where it looks like dancing because they weren't allowed to train martial arts. They didn't want these savages rising up, just like Brandon said about the Filipinos hiding weapons. It's very common, right? This colonization, and then take away their ability to fight back, whether that's removing their weapons, removing guns, or removing the ability to train martial arts. But this is very common in societies.
The barong, Tagalog.
Para makita nila kung may tinatago o may daladalang sandata yung mga Pilipino, ang pinasuot nilang damit, yung kita yung loob.
The tattoo on his back is also noticeable. The letters are an ancient Filipino writing system called Baybayin, which
I thought he had Sanskrit on his back. I never knew this was Filipino. I thought it was like, I don't know, he was just being like Egyptian kind of weirdo. Not that Egyptians are weird. I thought he was like embracing like Egyptology or something. I never put it together. It's, wow, okay.
Noticeable. The letters are an ancient Filipino writing system called Baybayin, which reads Mundo, Hangin, Apoy, and Tubig.
Apoy, I've heard.
A la Pinoy avatar. Anyway, he excelled in wrestling in his high school days, which earned him a 4-year athletic scholarship at Old Dominion University. But he would later drop out as he wanted to focus only on wrestling. He enlisted in the US Air Force and joined the wrestling team, but his career would be cut short because he would suffer multiple torn ligaments in his right elbow. This got him medically discharged by the Army. Nothing seems to be working in Brandon's favor, but he never gave up. He rehabbed his elbow on his own until he was strong enough to enter the Grappler's Quest submission wrestling competitions. He didn't have a coach or a trainer, so this caught the attention of Lloyd Irvin. a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt and coach, who invited him to train with his MMA school. He later then turned pro and went on to have an 8-fight winning streak while finishing most of his opponents with his signature kicks
back in 2000-ish, maybe 2005,
and devastating knees.
Thai clinch, watch the knees.
Yeah, his Muay Thai is really great. I never knew he had a wrestling background. He barely uses it.
Though he didn't quite reach the goal to become a champion in the UFC,
he tried.
He did become one in ONE FC in a brutal fashion by finishing all of his opponents.
ONE FC is like the Asia version of the UFC. I didn't know he won a belt in ONE FC. Good for him. He's always a good dude. Did you see that counter left? How he just set it up? Oh, that was beautiful. You know, you guys see like dancing and choreography. You're like, oh, that's so cool. That is martial arts. It just ends with someone getting punched at the end of your wee and your whoo. But it's the same concept. So like you can see real beauty in martial arts when you know what you're looking for, and just some people are just wonderful to watch. It's a beautiful
But he was already 40 at the time, and his age would start catching up as he would lose against Myanmar's Aung Hlaing Sang. In the present day, Brandon Vera had already retired and moved to the Philippines permanently.
No way! I thought he was in
also
Thailand.
built his own gym called the Alliance Training Center PH to help train more young Filipino MMA.
Alliance is a big gym in America, so this must be the Filipino version. Very cool.
Talents. And speaking of talent, especially in combat sports, who would ever forget to mention Manny Pacquiao?
Is this all fighters? I'm so excited. I didn't know this would just be all about fighting. Like, this is literally one of my favorite... Not that people getting hurt is my favorite thing. I really enjoy martial arts. This is so cool. Thank you, Chuck.
Speaking of talent, especially in combat sports, who would ever forget to mention Manny Pacquiao?
Avoided no one. He's a throwback.
Manny.
He's like the old days.
Why do I know that guy?
The very best.
Historically great fighter.
I think he's an MMA reporter.
He also has a case for greatest fighter, pound
This guy's
for
an idiot,
pound,
but yeah.
who ever lived.
That's too much power, too much heart.
Maki Mac.
The fighting pride of the Philippines.
The guy next to him. Why can't I remember? I should know his name. He's a very famous boxing trainer from Boston. And that would have given me my props for knowing his name. Damn it, what is his name? He has Parkinson's now, kind of like Ali, and he's like shaking and doesn't talk right. It sucks, but he is one of the best. You will see him behind so many stunningly good boxers. Boston boxing master. I'll call his name. I'll put it here.
Of the Philippines.
It's Pacquiao has a fighting style where he will come in, and most people will get blasted as they come in like that, and his defense is so good that he gets in and he smashes you, no matter how much smaller he is than you. His speed is stupid. See, he's running like that usually gets you killed. You should not do that.
That was just a quick
Manny does that, and Manny wins.
Every time he fights, the country's crime rate drops to 0%. He's a master not only inside, but also outside the ring.
Manny, you have something very kind to say about us,
Yeah,
to
I
the people
have
of the Philippines.
Okay, hello Philippines. Itong mga kasama ko, hindi sila nakakaintindi ng Tagalog at akala nila pinupuri ko sila. Pero sila ay hindi nakakaintindi kaya pwede natin silang ibinta. Kaya mga kababayan, ito wala to, hindi nakakaintindi. So,
That's
Manny P.
That's
Thank you.
extremely
Very
moving.
Yes,
We're
yes.
moved.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Okay, thank
Manny,
you.
We like
Yeah, that was the greatest
Everyone
thing.
loved Manny, even the biggest.
Huge fan of sarcasm and making fun. That was awesome. Took an opportunity and just made these people look like complete assholes. But it's really funny, right? It's not mean. It's funny.
so much.
Okay, thank
Manny,
you.
We like
Thank
that.
you.
Everyone loved Manny, even the biggest celebrities.
Yeah.
But before gaining all that fame, he had to go through a lot of pain because he was born and raised in General Santos at the time of poverty and war. At
There's
age
war?
5, he'd already seen dead and decapitated bodies. Military and rebel shootouts would happen just a few meters away from their homes.
I don't know anything about this history. You guys had an internal war in the 70s, 60s? I don't know anything about this. That sucks.
Military and rebel shootouts would happen just a few meters away from their home, so his family had no choice but to leave and settle in a nearby province called Sarangani.
Sarangani.
Manny's dad was barely there for them, so his uncle played the role of a father figure. He started training Manny how to box and also taught him how to fish at a very young age to survive.
Good.
He joined several amateur boxing competitions and dominated all of them, but he wasn't earning enough because most of what he got was just a bunch of trophies and medals.
Yeah, exactly.
Life was too hard that it came to a point that Manny's dad butchered their own dog just to have food on the table. This was Manny's wake-up call, so at age 16, he traveled alone to the city of Manila to become a pro boxer without letting his mom know because he knew she wouldn't allow him back then. He made the gym his home and slept in the ring every night. In Manny's...
There are people in America that do this. You hear these amazing stories like Angela. He was just living in a gym trying to make it. How do you not admire those stories? Do you know how hard it is to train to be a fighter? It's like the hardest thing ever. Like in a sport, whatever. It's just impressive. So cool. Good job, Manny.
He made the gym his home and slept in the ring every night. In Manny's first professional fight, he had to lie about his age just to get in. He was a malnourished kid, so he put heavy objects in his pocket just to make it into the flyweight division, which explains why he looked significantly smaller than his opponents in his early fights. But despite the handicap, he still went on to dominate and clean up the whole flyweight division, gaining him a world title belt in the process.
When you're not heavy enough to be a flyweight, that is flippin' wild. No one puts weights in so they can make a weight. Like, it's the exact opposite. You want to be as big as humanly possible for your weight class. He can't even make the minimum of the weight. Manny's just different. You just built... Manny is Maury for boxing. I said it. Generational, amazing human. How do you not love him? Look how little he is.
In spite of this achievement, Manny was still relatively unknown to the world. Nobody knew him to the point that the announcers couldn't even read his name properly.
Tail of the tape, Felicianola Ledwaba against Manny Pacquiao. I'll get it right, Pacquiao.
But Manny's anonymity would only last until this very night.
Oh.
Boom! He took this fight on only
Manny's
2 weeks'
left is
notice.
disgusting too.
He is banging Ledwaba right now. Big right hand upstairs. And now he's got Ledwaba bleeding badly. The eyes of Ledwaba. That's a TKO victory for the very impressive Manny Pacquiao.
I frankly had never heard of him, but I've seen and heard of him now. And I want to see him again.
He would then beat everyone in bantamweight, so he had to move up to featherweight, where he would earn the nickname
like
Pac-Man, as he would
140 pounds or so in the UFC, so what's that, like 70-something kilos?
devour most of the Mexican monsters in the division.
I remember when I was a kid, I watched him fight Cesar Chavez, which was a huge fight because that's like
it came to a point
Mexico's
that nobody
Manny
in the
Pacquiao.
featherweight division, even the lightweight division, was willing to fight him.
Even lightweights
Not
wouldn't fight
even
him.
the prime
Wow.
Mayweather.
Did Floyd duck Manny Pacquiao?
Yes.
I believe that a million. I believe that
So
a million.
Manny was forced to move up to
100%.
two weight classes. Manny had to face his idol himself, Oscar de la Hoya. Their size difference was so noticeable that Manny's countrymen got worried about him. There was even a bill that was passed just to stop the fight from happening.
The objective is to protect the pride of our nation. Protect him from a possible debacle that may be detrimental to his health.
That's some disrespect. You never want other people protecting you as a fighter. Oh, that couldn't have felt good.
Protect him from a possible debacle that may be detrimental to his health. Then some say this will be a circus. Because you see a big man fighting a small man.
But the fight still happened, and Manny shocked everyone when he completely dominated the much bigger fighter and even made him give up in round number 8.
Manny Pacquiao has beaten Oscar De La Hoya.
That was Oscar De La Hoya? Manny beat Oscar De La Hoya in his prime? I did not know that. That's crazy.
Manny Pacquiao has beaten Oscar De La Hoya.
Wow.
Manny then went down a weight class to visit the lightweight division to put Ricky Hatton to sleep.
His left is stupid.
And will Hatton make it up from this? Can he beat the count? Is that it? And Kenny Vera says, no way.
Then moved back up to welterweight and proceeded to go on a rampage against bigger opponents.
How is he
One
fighting at
notable
welterweight?
victim was Antonio Margarito, who was arguably the biggest fighter Manny ever faced. What made this matchup interesting was the drama leading up to the fight because Margarito was so arrogant and insulted Manny in multiple ways.
Así va a quedar, mira. Así va a quedar llorando. Julian, who's gonna win? Pacquiao or Margarito?
Margarito.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Who's that?
Margarito.
No, this guy. Puto. Es puto Pacquiao.
Oh, puto.
Así es, pendejo.
But just like Salt Papi, Manny did all the talking with his
Pacquiao has his unanimous decision.
Did you see the opponent's face? Margarito's face? Oh my god.
Así es, pendejo.
But just like Salt Papi, Manny did all the talking with his
He looked like he got his ass kicked. Oh my. Look at the size difference. It's amazing.
Pacquiao has his unanimous decision victory. Margarito
Look, you got 10 nines across the board.
has a vicious beatdown to remember.
Haven't seen puta.
His fifth
Pendejo.
consecutive conquest of a significantly bigger man.
Manny Pacquiao's career is definitely
Manny's
full
covered
of
in belts.
interesting fights, but it would take hours if I had to share all of them. For now, let me just give you a perspective on the magnitude of his achievements. Manny is the only 8-weight division world champion, and he has held a total of
I want to look at the weights. He fought at 112. That's the smallest girls' weight class. That's straw weight in the UFC, 110. He fought at that. That is just wild. And he fought all the way up to 154. Like during my younger years, I would probably fight at 155, and I'm 6 foot tall. That's huge for him. Like, how tall is Manny? He's 5'5", fighting at 155. Oh my god, I'm 7 inches taller than him. Imagine the reach differential. Like, you just take he would obviously still just absolutely beat my ass, which is just amazing. 5'5", 155. Wow, that is a small guy just tearing it up. I love that. The guy is fast. He sees things other people don't, and he knows the science, baby. And oh yeah, he's unfreaking killable. Like, he just doesn't stop. I've seen fights with him where he's getting beat up. He just keeps going. Just not everybody has that.
He is the only 8-weight division world champion, and he has held a total of 13 world titles across all of them. This is a feat no boxer has ever done before.
And people still trash talk
He made
him.
it into the boxing world fighting bigger guys.
Seriously?
And retired fighting even bigger guys.
Seriously?
He was the people's David against the world's Goliath.
Yeah.
And because of his legacy, he became an inspiration to many aspiring young athletes.
Hell yeah. Even in America,
And one
man,
of them
he's huge.
was surprisingly a young woman, Hidilyn Diaz.
Never
She
heard of
was
her?
only 9 when she got introduced to weightlifting by her cousins, as they used to haul wood, which is a common thing in the provinces to gain extra money. She liked it instantly
Really?
as she discovered that she was actually stronger than her cousins, who turned out to be boys. They also lived a life of poverty as her parents struggled to make ends meet. Hidilyn was the 5th child among 6, so his dad's income as a tricycle driver and a part-time farmer was barely enough to support them. She had to borrow shoes and uniforms for training and gladly took hand-me-downs. Going to the gym was even a struggle for her because she didn't have money for fare, so she had to sit on her friend's lap to avoid paying. Despite all the difficulties, Hidilyn kept going and her hard work paid off as she got
Wow.
selected as the wildcard entry in the 2008 Summer Olympics in China, making her the first
Making the
ever
Olympics
female
is just
weightlifter to compete
insane.
for the Philippines in the Olympics.
Hey, good job,
She
kid.
was only 17.
Oh.
Making it to the Olympics was a good achievement, but winning it all was the ultimate challenge. In Hidilyn's case, the gold eluded her for more than a decade, and it eluded the whole country for almost a century.
She still got all those
97
silvers and
years to be
bronzes?
exact. Her journey was full of setbacks and crushing defeats, but there was one thing she didn't do. She never gave up.
Yeah, Filipinos don't quit, bro. The work ethic is gnarly. Chuck knows how to make a video, dude. Whatever, Chuck. I hate watching those things. People's arms tear out and shit. Oh. I don't like watching powerlifting. It freaks me out.
And that is it for Hidilyn Diaz.
Pero ilan taon lang siya.
Why does that give me the feels?
It doesn't matter. He's not going to gain her any positions. He's not going to mean anything.
After winning silver in Rio, Hidilyn didn't get contented, so she kept training for the 2020 Olympics. She trained in Malaysia to prepare.
We don't say the word contented in English. She didn't become content. That's interesting. I've heard other Filipinos say contented. We don't say that.
Contented, so she kept training for the 2020 Olympics. She trained in Malaysia to prepare, but the pandemic happened. Her team got stranded in Malaysia for almost 2 years without training gym access or equipment. But instead of doing nothing, she kept training by using improvised tools such as heavy bags and water bottles. There was a point when they ran out of money and had to ask for financial help on social media, which led to her getting bashed by some fans. But Hidilyn didn't let it get in her head and instead kept training. In the final moments of the competition, China said a word
to become Olympic champion.
Hidilyn's last successful attempt was 124, and in order to win, she had to break the world record again by adding 3 more kilos to make it 127, which was something...
I was thinking it was pounds. She's basically lifting 300 pounds as a girl?
she'd never lifted in the past. That is almost 300 pounds. It's like lifting a Bautista.
Yeah. It's like something I could have never done.
Ever Olympic gold medal.
Oh, he had to cut it. Stupid copyrights.
Ever Olympic gold medal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Philippines.
Yeah! Because, we are not known for our physical gifts.
That must be so cool coming from a country that doesn't win all the awards when one of you guys does.
We are not the strongest either.
I love it.
Sometimes we lose badly, but we never see it as a disadvantage. We see it as a challenge to claim victory by improving our skills and talents even further. We are Filipinos.
Freddie Roach. I figured it out. I started typing and it finally came to me. Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach is the guy from Boston who is the crazy trainer right here. I did it. Go brain. Nicely done. I've never been good at remembering things. It's where my brain falls down the most. And as I get older, it's getting worse. Freddie Roach.
The tallest people in
boxing
the world.
Coach.
We are not the strongest either. Sometimes we lose badly, but we never see it as a disadvantage. We see it as a challenge to claim victory by improving our skills and talents even further. We are Filipinos. We are a proud race. Sometimes it makes me wonder, why are we always so proud? Well, the answer is simple. Because we believe that our country's heart and soul are its people.
Freaking Chuck. Dude, Chuck makes you proud to be a Filipino. I love this. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm going to keep checking these out. I love this stuff. It really gets you into the zeitgeist, the like aura of the Philippines, the idea, like, I don't know. It's really cool to see who celebrated and why. And every time it just reinforces my belief that like the Filipino culture is more for me than the standard American culture, the Western culture. It's nicer. It's less insecure. It's less about being, I'm the toughest guy. I don't know. I really like it, and I appreciate you guys adopting me in. I'm really loving this journey, and I love when you guys come to the live streams and you chat with me and you answer my questions and you ask questions. It's cool. So thank you again to Chuck and all you guys who make this so much fun.